So we will be starting from Microsoft Azure AZ-900 Fundamental, which is complete training and certification plus some hands-on we will be doing. But our focus will be on core services. If you can see on the screen, first we will start from very basics core services, and then we will move on little bit about the security, because security is nowadays a big concern for every company. Then also we will understand some governance or some compliance issues, like if the government is applying some rules and regulation to the companies, we need to follow these rules and regulation. And finally, the main point of this is to get certified. So we will discuss about certification, how we can get certified, and then we can move on to the cloud service. Okay. So these are the three levels I was discussing about cloud certifications, but not only the levels, we will also discuss other than Azure. Basically, Azure is a product of Microsoft. So we are doing the fundamentals of Azure cloud, but there are two other companies which are providing the cloud services. We also need to know, because whenever we will be doing certification, or when we will get a job or something like that, maybe there will be a cloud services from AWS, which is Amazon product, and maybe there can be services from Google also, like Google certified or Google Cloud certified. If you see on the left side, these are the three levels: as fundamental levels, then associate level, then the expert level. So if you will be just doing these things, so it will be easier to you to do these things: fundamentals, then associate level, then expert level. Or if you want to become a special, or you want to get a specialty certification, you can also get these certifications. Azure fundamental exam domains have three areas. Number one, describe the cloud concept. So if we will be dividing into three portions, so first portion will be 25 to 30%, which is exam related question. If you will be doing certification, so total 25 to 30% questions will be coming. Like if there are 50 questions, so around you can say that 15 questions will be coming from this module. So what this module will be covering? This module will be covering the fundamental cloud computing concept, like Azure position in the cloud ecosystem. So there is a big cloud. There are three different vendors, but we need to know what Microsoft is providing us. So we will have a little introduction about Azure, what Azure is, what they are providing, and then we will go for describing the cloud computing concepts, basic concepts like IaaS, PaaS services, and different kind of cloud available, public, private, and all these kind of concepts we will do. In third domain, we will be discussing about the benefits of using the cloud, because whenever you are working in an organization, you need to suggest the solutions to that organization. So you need to know what are the benefits of using this service, what are the benefits of using this service, what are the cost related things for this service, and these kind of things we will be discussing. After that, we will be winding out this module on cloud services types. So there are different cloud services types, like compute services, database services, storage services, and these kind of things. So how we will proceed with these module? We will proceed in section by section. So what we will do, we will have total 8 sessions. In one session, we will try to cover up two domains, like domain 1 and domain 2 we will cover today, and the next session we will cover up domain 3 and domain 4, like it will be 2 sessions. Then we will move towards module 2. What module 2 will be doing? Module 2 we will be specifically discussing about the architecture and services, like how organizations approach to the cloud, how they get services, and how they build services. So what this module mean? It will be focusing on the architecture model or cloud services and their capabilities. So I have also divided this module into 4 domains. We will cover 2 domains in one session, and 2 domain we will cover in second session. Same like first session, first module. So in first session, we will be understanding about core architectural components of Azure. And then in the second half, we will be having Azure compute and networking services. Like specifically, we will go for the two services in this module. After that, session 4, like module 2, session 2, we will be covering domain 3 and domain 4, which is related to specifically cloud storage services. And the final session will be Azure Identity and Access Management, or Azure Identity and Security Services. So this will be covering the core services of Azure. And after covering this session, maybe we will be doing little practical about compute services, networking, storage, and identity also. After winding up this module, like we can say that two sessions on first module and two sessions on second module, we will move toward module 3, which is describe Azure management and governance. Now, this is totally different. They have added new sessions. What I saw in the previous presentations or previous content about Azure, it was absoluted in 2023. So after 2023, they have added this new module, totally new, that is related to management and governance. Because nowadays, companies are worried about the governance. If something happened to the cloud, like I am putting my company's data over the cloud, if something happened to my data, who will be responsible? And who will be giving a solution for that? So that the governance will come. Governance mean that who will be responsible if country level something happen, like my data is breached. So there are different laws we need to understand, different governance things we need to understand. Then we will be covering up things. Otherwise, no one will be responsible for that, because we are putting our company's data to the cloud. So it will be also 30 to 35% exam questions. Like if there are same, I'm saying 50 questions, so around 20 questions will also come to this module. So that is totally new. We need to understand deeply what is cost management, what is the tools we have to apply for the governance and compliance. So what we will do, we will also cover these two sessions in these two module in one session. After understanding the governance, finally, the last session will be domain 3 and domain 4, which is different tools related to developing the or deploying the Azure resources. Like first we understood the services, but now we will specifically understand how we can deploy these. And finally, we will have the final module, which is monitoring tools in Azure. So this is all we will discuss in sixth session, but that is not up to us. We will also add two more sessions to that. So we will be specifically covering each and every practical about these things. Like if you go to the next slide, so how we will cover these things. As I said, session 1, we will cover cloud computing with two domains, introduction to Azure and describing the cloud computing, which is today we will discuss about these things. And then next session will be session 2, which will be core services. We will just understand what are the benefits and what are the different cloud services types. And then we will move towards module 2. Like you can say that in 1 week we will have two session, and in 1 week we will cover module 1, and the next week we will be covering module 2 in two sessions, which is related to session 3 compute networking, and the session 4 will be identity and storage related. So in one session we will try to cover two main major services. Then we can cover these four main domains, or you can say that main services of the cloud. Then we will move toward the week 3, and after week 3 we will be able to understanding the cost managements and features, and the finally session 6 we will be understanding resource management and monitoring. That was up to AZ-900 course. So we don't need the module 4, but still we will cover up module 4, which is having session 7 and session 8. Maybe we can cover all these in one session also. So that will be, we will be exploring the Azure portal, and we will be working with different kind of services, and I will show you how to create account and how we can get different services from the Azure, and we will be configuring these services also. And finally, we will have compute, storage, management, and virtual networking. We will have some practicals hands on that. So we will be having a good idea about the Azure. Okay, that is what how we will approach to this course. Next, Little bit about myself. My name is Tanveer Ahmad, and I am having a bachelor degree of computer science and IT. And after that, I have a lot of certifications in Cisco, like CCNA, CCNP, CCIE type of things. But nowadays, I am working in the cloud, so I have multiple Azure certification like AZ-900, AI-900, 104, 102, SC-900 from security side. And I am also an authorized instructor of both Cisco and Microsoft. So I am having these kind of certifications. And in Zabil, I am teaching around 1.5 year. I have a lot of student from Cisco, a lot of student from Microsoft, and a lot of student of different kind of basic courses also. And I also have one certification, Google Project Management. So why Google Project Management? Because project management will give you the detail how you can proceed with anything. Like if you want to do AZ-900 certification, how you will be managing these things. Like I showed you in my previous slide, if you see my previous slide, I have divided the course into proper format. So we will be understanding that in 1 hour what we will be doing, in 2 hour what we will be doing, in 1 week how we will be proceeding, and at the end of month or 3 or 4 weeks what we can achieve. That is basically a project management. So if you want to become a good professional, so you should also have a basic knowledge of project management. If you cannot manage your time, if you cannot manage your things, even the certification track you cannot manage, then you will not pass the examination. So first you need to plan better. If your plan is good and you are going according to the plan, then you will be having the certification also. And not only certification, after getting the certification, you will make a plan to do the practical implementation. After doing the practical implementation, there will be another phase when you will be making your CV, you will be making your LinkedIn profile, or you will be making different things, then you can get a job. So this is things we will be understanding also inside our course. So you will be having a good idea about that. Finally, I have almost 12 plus years of industry experience, and I am teaching from a lot of years also here, also in my country also. So you don't need to worry about these things. I will be covering each and everything what you required, and not only certification, not only this AZ-900. We will be discussing about how you can make a good CV, how we can make a good profile, and I can also provide you different references for the job. I can also provide you different exam vouchers. I can also help you to get certified, but how we can prepare the exam and how we can get that exam. And finally, I will be also try to give you discounts on exams. If you will be just telling me that I need to give this exam, how I can get the exam discount, or if you want to prepare some prerequisite questions, how we can get these dumps questions, from where we can get these dumps questions. So each and everything I will be discussing with you. So that is how we will proceed. Azure is a product of Microsoft. So what Microsoft was doing before, Microsoft was having Windows, already Windows 10, Windows 11, and these kind of products. So they were not involved in this cloud services. We will discuss specifically what is cloud computing. So generally cloud computing is just over the internet we are getting services. So that is just a basic definition of cloud. So before Microsoft, Amazon was already involved in this cloud services. Like Amazon, already, you have to purchase something online. You go to Amazon and you just log into their portal. You purchase something and then you will get it at home. That was Amazon. But when they thought about this cloud services, they were thinking people are building their databases, people are building their own data centers. So why they need to build a whole data center and need to put a lot of cost on that data center? We will build our data centers and we will give them on rental basis. Like if we are living in UAE, So we are not the permanent resident of this UAE. Like we are not national. We need to live for some time, maybe 1 year, 2 year, 4 year, 5 year. So we will not build our house here. What we will do? We will just take a rental house here. So that is how same idea made by the AWS. They have created their own big data centers and they offer to the companies. They said, don't build your own databases or your own data centers. Just take services rental from us. If you will build your data center, so that will be too much costly. So why you are putting too much money on that things? Like for example, if you want to build a company and you want to host a website for that, so to host a website for that, you need a room and then you need some servers and then you need electricity and then you need different kind of security, cameras and all these kind of things just to host one website. So why you will do that? Because that will cost you thousands of dollars just to host one website. So Microsoft and Amazon and Google, they build their own data centers, they put the cost and they said, okay, use our services and pay monthly, pay hourly, even pay secondly. So you can just use their services for 10 seconds, 50 seconds, 1 hour, 2 hours, 5 hours. You will be paying only for that. Like you are taking a rental room for 1 hour, you will pay only for 1 hour for that room. If you are living for 1 month, you will be paying only for 1 month. If you are having a contract of 1 year, you will be paying for 1 year. So that is how Amazon started before this Microsoft. So after successfully making their data centers and offering the services, Microsoft came into the market also after some years. They said, okay, we will also make these things and we will also give the same services. If Amazon can build their data centers and they can give on rent, why we cannot give? Because we are very older company. We also have to use this method and we need to build our data centers and we can also start rental services. So that is Microsoft Azure. So in this section, we will see what is Microsoft Azure, what are different Azure services are available, why we need to do this Azure fundamental. Also, we will discuss, and then we will see who should take the Azure fundamental, like why we are here, why we need to do this, and we are specifically the guy we can do this or no. Then we will go to the path to the Azure fundamental, how we can adopt these fundamental concepts, and then finally we will discuss in this section at the end how we can go to Azure certification. So one by one we will start. What is Azure? Azure, I already explained, that is a cloud computing platform which is offering an extensive array of services designed to address the services. Like I already told you, they are renting out services. So before we were building our website by own, now they are simple providing their services. So the first point is simple web services. They are saying that you don't need to build your data center, you don't need to build your server. You don't need to build your own website services system. Just take services from us. So we will just pay a little money and we will be building our website on their infrastructure. Second, virtualized computer. What is virtualization? Like before we were using the hardware, like everyone was using a big computer and they were just using 10% or 20% of RAM or 10% or 20% of the processor. The rest of the things were just a waste of money, waste of resources. So Microsoft and Amazon started virtualization concept, like they can create multiple resources on a single hardware and they can share the RAM and they can share the processor. We will also discuss in detail virtualization, but that is now available on the service. Like Microsoft is saying you don't need to create even virtualization. So you don't need to create different environment also. Just take services from us. We will provide you the virtual machine or we will provide you the virtual environment also. Third, database hosting. Like before companies were creating a big servers on their infrastructure and then they were building their databases for the company. Like you are working in hospital or somewhere, they have a big database of patients or record management or money management systems. So they are just building their own databases then or in their own hospital. So that is too much costly. Now Microsoft is saying why you are building your own databases. Just give us services. We will provide you this database services, so you don't need to go for the uh, servers itself in your hosted environment. So take services from us. We will build your database. We will take care of that database. And the fourth, remote storage. Like they are saying that if you want to put your data in your hard drive, and if hard drive is full, what you will do? You will go to the market and you will bring another hard drive. After that, this hard drive will also full. Then you will go to the market and you will get a bigger hard drive. That is very costly solution. And if it is for some time, after some time, these hard drives will be free and your money will be wasted. So Microsoft is saying, get storage from us. As much as data you want to put it on the storage, just give us your data. We will put it on the storage. How much time you want to put it in our storage, we will cost only for that time period. After that time period, you will just delete your data and then we will not cost or we will not charge anything from you. So that is very easy. We don't need to buy hardware. We don't need to buy a very big hard drive. And after deleting the data, local hard drive will be just waste of money. So we will use their storage, we will use their services, and then after that we don't need, we will delete it, and after that we will not get charged. Finally, centralized management. That is a very important service from cloud service providers. Why? Because before, if I am having three companies, like I am a boss of three companies, one company is in UAE, second company is in Qatar, and third company is in US. So how I will be managing all my different services, or how my engineer will be managing from different locations. There will be different rules, there will be different services. So that was very tough. Now Microsoft is saying if you are owning multiple companies, even I am having 10 companies, I can create a single Azure account and I can create different tenants inside one account. Like I will show you in practical session how we can create different tenant. Like I am here in UAE, I can get three different flats. So I am having three tenant contracts. Same like I can have one Azure account, and in the same Azure account, I can create different tenants for each my company. That is a centralized management. And even not only the tenant, I can also manage all the services in one single portal. So that is very easy nowadays. So this is just an overview of Microsoft. Microsoft is providing us the web services, virtualization services, compute services, database services, remote storage services, and also centralized management services. So this is just an overview of a cloud service provider like Azure or Amazon. They are providing us all these kind of service, and not only these services, they are providing a lot of more services other than these. Like Amazon is providing around 200 services. Like these are only five services. Amazon is providing same like these services, 200 plus services. And what about Microsoft? Microsoft is providing around 150 plus services, same like that. So it's looking that Microsoft is lower than Amazon. No, according to the services, they are little lower, but nowadays they are making more and more and more services. So this is about Microsoft. Next, we have different Azure services. Like I already tell you that compute services, storage services, network services, management, advanced, and integration. We are not discussing each and everything one by one. So in the whole course, we will be doing step by step and we will be understanding. Just I am giving you the whole idea. So in compute services, we will create different virtual machines or different Azure function. In storage, we will create different storage, hard disk storage, and different kind of general storage. And then we will be discussing about little bit databases. In network and security, we will understand how we can create networking environment and security environment. In management, we will be having account management and automation. Like account management mean we will see how we can create user there, how we can create accounts, how we can create groups. Like every company have different departments. So every department need different accounts, like HR, different accounts, like sales, different account. So we will see how we can use the cloud services and we can create our users and groups and departments and everything like on the cloud, and how we can automate this process. We don't need to go each and every time manually. Then we will have advanced technologies. These two advanced technologies is not part of the fundamental course, but still you need to know. Nowadays AI is ongoing, so all the AI services are also available in the cloud. Microsoft is also providing AI services, and also IoT, Internet of Things. These are homemade devices, like we can connect our fan, we can connect our home appliances also to the internet. These are called IoT services. So these are also available in the cloud. We can configure, we can make services from the cloud also. Then we have integration services, like I already told you, web hosting. We can completely host our website to the cloud. We don't need to purchase different domain. We don't need to purchase different things and all that servers. So we will just take services from the cloud and we will put our website over the cloud. Like API management also we can do. So this is just an overview of different services cloud is providing, whether it is Amazon or Azure or Google, doesn't matter. All have the same services. These are some of the services from 200, 150 services, but these are very important and core services we will discuss in this subject. So why we are discussing this now? Because you should have a bigger picture of the cloud than what we will be discussing in this course. We will not go in detail practical implementation because that is a separate thing, but we will understand these basic services and how we can manage them. Next, why Azure? Like we discussed, Amazon is there, Google is there, but why we are discussing the Azure? Because Azure is providing all the services in the region of MENA region, you can say, or Middle East, you can say. If you know already what is Middle East is all these uh, countries, Arab countries, you can say Saudi, Qatar, and UAE, and all related countries are there. So Microsoft is capturing the full market in this Middle East. That is why mostly people living and working in UAE or Qatar or Saudi or Middle East, they are getting certification from Microsoft or from Azure specifically. They are not going for Amazon. Why? Because Amazon is famous in the Europe side. Amazon is famous in the Europe, like UK or different kind of European countries, and also it is famous in the US side. So if you are planning to move towards Europe side, then you have to go for AWS. If you are living here and you are already working here, and if you want to get a better job in the UAE region or Asian region, or you can say MENA region, then you have to go for the Azure, Microsoft. Why? Because they will accept Microsoft certification more better than Amazon. They are competitor each other. We will see the share market also in next slide. But mostly people living in MENA region, they are going for the Microsoft, not for the AWS. Who should take this Azure fundamental? So that is important. I already asked you one questions. So you guys are maybe beginners. You want to learn about the cloud, or you want to get a general interest in Azure, or you want to just have a concepts of cloud computing. You want to know what kind of cloud services are available. That is for the beginners. And then you want to understand about the cloud computing, or you want to learn cloud fundamentals before specializing the things, like you want to deploy an environment, then you can go for these things. But still, if you are not a beginner, you are already working, or you are experienced professional, you want to refresh your knowledge about specifically to the cloud, then you can also have benefit from this course. So those who want to earn official certification, that is also a benefit for that. Like if you are just a simple person which want to go for the, what you can say, that certification you want to get, then this course is also for getting the certification. because why? We are understanding each and every topic which is up to dated on Microsoft portal. So specifically these content will come in your exam, so you will be covering the exam. That is why I told you the previous presentations or previously 2023, it was a way different material. Now we will be covering very much different material, because that will be coming in your exam. Microsoft is renewing everything every year, or maybe sometime after 1 month, maybe sometime after 1 week, they are changing things. So that is why to get the certification, you need to be up to date. And after finally, it is for IT professional looking for experience or looking for an upgrade in the job. So they are already having experience in one session or one field. They want to get experience. So what will be the certification path? We already discussed. It is an exam which is having code AZ-900. So that is what we will be discussing here. Okay, next, uh, how we will be approaching to these Azure fundamental. So same like I told you, first we will be learning the things, we will be understanding the concepts, we will be understanding how these path is aligned to our certification and learning path. Then we will go to the comprehensive preparation. Comprehensive preparation means, then if you are preparing for the fundamentals, first you will understand the fundamental knowledge or fundamental topics. Then we will have a brief description about the practical or hands-on. So we will not simply say that, okay, today you learn about what is cloud and we will start implementing. No, that approach is already gone. We will not do at the same time. First, we will understand the topic, then we will grasp this concept, and then finally we will have the main topic list which we will be practically implemented at the end. Then finally, how we will be getting certification, how we will be achieving the certification, we will also discuss in final session. What are the different content available, what are the different dumps available, what are the different material available, how we will be registering our exam, and how much time before we need to register the exam. And then finally we will understand that how we will be proceeding with these things. Okay, next, who should take this Azure fundamental? We already discussed. Finally, we need to go to the path of Azure certification, like how we will get this certification. So we need to understand there are three core areas. At the start, we already understood that 25 to 30% will be the just basic concepts. There is no practical involved. There is nothing hands-on involved. Only we will be understanding in first four domains that what is cloud, how it works, what are the different benefits, what are the different services and all these things. Second module will be related to the cloud architecture or cloud services, which is 35 to 40%. And it will be discussing about compute and storage and databases and different core services we will be. There is still no practical involved here, but still we will create our account, and after that we will be doing some compute and some virtualization and all these kind of things also. Finally, that is the new added after 2023, which is management and governance. That is most important nowadays. Companies need to follow different governance rules, different government ideas from the government. Otherwise, if something happen, no one will be carrying these things. So to prepare this directly to these exam domains, we need to cover. We don't need to go here and there. So specifically what Microsoft is providing us on their portal, we need to stick to that. If we will not stick to these three domains, we will be just covering a different material that will not come in the exam or that will not cover things. So that is why we need to stick these three areas. Provide comprehensive learning paths to each domain. That is enough for us. That Microsoft Learn document is providing all about that. We will not follow any teacher's presentations. We will not follow our own material. So we will be talking about exactly Microsoft content. So easily we can pass the examination. Interactive exercises are also there, and inside Microsoft portal, there is a free account also available. If you don't want to create your own account, that is a free account available. We will open that account and we can do the practicals directly from that. and that is offering the hands-on experience with Azure also. So we don't need to worry about that. Everything is available on the Microsoft portal. I will also share the link with you, and then you can go to that link and you can also match these things with our course. Everything will be almost similar.